Okay, so my name is Sadiq Shahadu, and over the past 7 to 8 years, I've been an active Wikimedian and supporting several language versions of Wikipedia, especially in West Africa. I joined Wikimedia movement in 2016, and I've been actively contributing to Wikipedia in English and other languages, largely in West Africa. I also serve as the community specialist for the Wikimedia Language Diversity Hub. I've worked as a West Africa language coordinator for Wikipedia with art and feminism, and Wikilab's Living Heritage Communications Manager right now, which we'll be talking more about. And then I am also the executive director and co-founder for an affiliate of the Wikimedia Foundation. We are affiliated to Wikimedia Foundation, and we are called the Band Wikimedians User Group. This is a group of languages, about 60 mutually intelligible languages spoken across Ghana, Benin, and Burkina Faso. And since 2019, I've been able to onboard 5 language versions of Wikipedia under this user group. And outside that, I've supported 4 other languages from Nigeria and then 2 from Ghana. So my goal is to make sure more people know about Wikipedia as much as possible, and also have a representation of several languages, especially indigenous languages globally. So my work with the language diversity is not only centered in Africa, but beyond. It's a thematic project that supports all African languages, including Africa. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Oh, yes, we can.
Yeah, I would have to maximize it. Presentation. Okay, I don't know if this is enough. I was trying to make it. This is a PDF, but I'm not able to zoom in. Yeah, but so this session would comprise 3 parts, which is Wikipedia, and then Wikidata, a bit introduction to Wikidata, and then Wikimedia Commons. These are the 3 projects that you will be like exploring and experimenting with Wikilab's Living Heritage. So first of all, most of us already know what Wikipedia is, as we all would agree. Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia, and Wikipedia is currently available in over 330 plus languages globally. And the number of words on Wikipedia as at the time we were preparing this slide was around 27 billion. Number of articles altogether within the Wikimedia languages are 40 million, and in English alone, almost like now 6 million. And the number of unique visitors per monthly on Wikipedia is around 500 million visitors, and number of page views per month is 15 to 20 billion per month. So this shows that Wikipedia is a great open resource that a lot of people use globally. And currently it is ranked among the 5th most visited websites in the world. So the founder of Wikipedia, who is Jimmy Wales, says that imagine a world in which every single person on the planet is given free access to the sum of all human knowledge. And this is what we are doing. This is exactly what we are doing. And at the end of the day, you understand what Wikipedia is, what Wikimedia is, and what the Wikimedia movement is, and how you can be part of it. So now we look at the kind of content that are being published on Wikipedia. As an encyclopedia, we have several contents available on Wikipedia, ranging from people, places, things, several topics. But just 2.5% of this content exists on Wikipedia about Africa. So this is basically the reason why I joined Wikipedia, just to let you understand what inspired me to join the Wikipedia movement. I don't know the statistics in your continent, but this is the issue of Africa. If just out of the several millions of articles on Wikipedia, just 2.6% is covered on Africa. So this was where I found my interest, and in 2016, I started thinking about how I can mobilize communities to contribute to Wikipedia. even the continent that has no human beings like have more coverage than Africa. So before we talk about Wikipedia, I would also like to introduce you to other sister projects that may be of interest to you. I know all of you have like different, backgrounds, and you have like different interests in terms of how you can be involved in Wikipedia if Wikipedia itself is not the main place that you want to be. So we have Wikipedia, we have Wiktionary, which is the dictionary version of Wikipedia, Wikicode, Wikibooks, Wikisource, Wikinews, Wikiversity, Wikispecies, Media Wiki, Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons, Wikivoye, MetaWiki, and then Incubator. This very last one at the bottom right is the Wikimedia Foundation. So the Wikimedia Foundation is the organization, nonprofit organization based in San Francisco, that support all these projects that I mentioned. And for the purpose of this training, I will be focusing only on the three most important projects, which is Wikipedia, Wikidata, and Wikimedia Commons. So we all know now what Wikipedia is. It is an online encyclopedia. A lot of people say Wikipedia is a search engine just like Google, which is not correct. Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia, just like the traditional Britannica and other encyclopedias that existed before the internet. Wikipedia is free, absolutely free and open. We'll talk about what it means to be free and what it means to be open. Wikipedia is a wiki. So many people would think WikiLeaks that used to exist as part of the Wikimedia project. No, Wiki itself is kind of like, I think it's a Hawaii name that means quick. So it is also like a collaborative platform where individuals can edit on the go. So you'll be able to contribute just like how Google Docs works. You can edit content at the same time from different locations. So that's basically what a wiki is. And people have so many perceptions about Wikipedia, different perceptions. And as students, you may have heard your professor tells you, Wikipedia is not a good place. Wikipedia is not credible because so many people edit Wikipedia from different locations. Wikipedia cannot be used in academia. And in one way or the other, they are right. On the other side, they are wrong. So I'll be telling you the difference and what they mean when they say you cannot use Wikipedia in your assignment. So people say, if you are trying to use Wikipedia, you should look at the most important things as, the content that is published would definitely have the author, the date, and, other things that makes like a resource credible and reliable. So we can, if all of us have created our accounts, we can just go to Wikipedia whilst I take you to the navigation page. But before that, there's an important topic that I would like to share with you so that we all get up to speed. Wikipedia is written from a neutral point of view. So when you go to Wikipedia to write content, you don't write from your own perspective. You have to write it from a neutral point of view. For example, if you are writing about politics, maybe a topic about politics in maybe Cambodia, the president of Cambodia or the leader or head of state of Cambodia, and maybe you are an opposition, you are likely, chances are that you are going to write biased content about the leader if you are not from the side. So what makes Wikipedia more credible is that we write from a neutral point of view. We don't take side when we are writing content. And we also have what we call the Wikipedia voice, which looks slightly different from journalistic content where people write, exaggerate, or use some kind of words like weasel words to express their emotions in content. Wikipedia is not like that. We write from a plain, neutral, and very simple to understand English. You don't need to be a journalist to be able to contribute to Wikipedia, as long as you understand the 5 pillars of Wikipedia, which we'll be talking more about. So the first thing is to know that everything that you write on Wikipedia, the information should be credible, reliable, and it is also supposed to be without any bias. When I say a bias, it should be very fair and accurate. Avoid using preferred words like great, iconic, legendary. For example, somebody will say Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time, or Lionel Messi is the greatest player of all time. We don't use such words on Wikipedia. Celebrated, musician, legendary artist, cutting edge solution, renowned author, famous. This we don't use such words on Wikipedia because those are kind of like exaggerating. And when we are writing on Wikipedia, we should avoid using emotive languages like horrible, wonderful, terrible, worse. We don't use such words on Wikipedia. We don't use them. And also avoid editorializing, like surprisingly, obviously, unfortunately. I don't know if this is making sense, but these are, if you want to be fair and accurate, you should avoid these three things that I've listed here. That when you use content like this or words like this, it deviates from the encyclopedic content that you are writing on Wikipedia and now makes it look like promotional or damning, trying to condemn someone or a topic about on Wikipedia. So giving grades also, I just mentioned that like the best or the worst, we don't use that on Wikipedia. There is no way you see some of these things used on Wikipedia, but it is very normal in journalism where people write and express their like giving grades and express their emotions when writing editorial content. I'll just use this as an example. Sudan, it says Sudan, officially the Republic of Sudan, is a country in Northeast Africa. It is bordered by Egypt to the north and the Red Sea to the northeast, Eritrea to the east, Ethiopia to the southwest, South Sudan to the south, the Central African Republic to the southwest, Chad to the west, and Libya to the northwest. It houses 37 million people, 2027. That's the citation there, 12. So that's citation number 12. I'll be talking more about citations. And occupy a total area of 1 million square kilometers, making it the third largest country in Africa. Sudan predominant religion is Islam, and its official languages are Arabic and English. The capital is Khartoum, located at the confluence of the Blue and White Nile. So when you look at this content, and then that of this on robbery. Robbery is a crime of taking or attempting to take anything of value by force, threat, or force, or by putting the victim in fear. According to common law, the robbery is defined as taking the property of another with intent to permanently deprive the person of that property by means of force or fear. That is, so I'll just keep this one, but I'm just trying to show you the difference between writing for Wikipedia and writing for, like any other purpose. What makes Wikipedia unique? The second point I would like to talk about. So if you look at these two scenarios, the content is quite standard in terms of Wikipedia, how the article about South Sudan is structured. It gives you all the information that you need in terms of notability and also like writing it from a neutral point of view. So let's talk about verifiability and notability. Notability, as all of us are, may already be aware, that when we say somebody is notable, it could be that the person is widely covered on the internet. It could be that there are a lot of credible or reliable sources that has been published by the topic or the individual. So let's focus also on okay, can everyone hear me? I think my internet is connecting. Yes. So if a topic has received a significant coverage, right, in reliable sources, they are said to be independent of that subject. How do we get involved on Wikipedia or become Wikipedia contributors? There are different ways you can be a Wikimedian or contribute to Wikipedia. So those who contribute to Wikipedia and other sister projects, we call them Wikimedians, and those who contribute to Wikipedia, call them Wikipedia. So this is very important to me for this particular training, because I would not be able to like go deeper in everything that you need to know, but we still have to get the most important information that you need to get started with Wikipedia. So one of the things that I recommend for new contributors is start, instead of creating like articles, especially on the English Wikipedia, instead of creating articles from scratch, it is important to start copy editing and fixing typos. You can also participate in article talk pages, pointing out errors that others can support. You can also help in contributing media or photos to these articles. And then by adding references, once you understand how to add references, you don't necessarily have to edit or create a standard article. You can just contribute to Wikipedia by adding references to existing articles using credible sources, and also fixing grammar and stuff like that. So by the end of this session, you should be able to make tiny edits, fix typos, and add references to existing Wikipedia articles. So what I wanted us to do was for us to create our user account. I don't know if all of us have created our account before we go practically into what you can do. Yeah. Okay, so if everyone has account, I'll just close this screen and then we'll go to Wikipedia itself. Okay, so Wikilab's Living Heritage is what brought us to this session. So I have a very little slides to share with you before we all make our first edit on Wikipedia. So when you look at the Wikipedia page, there are different sections on the Wikipedia page. We'll do that practically so that you can see what they yeah, I think I got disconnected. So let me, if you can still see my screen. Okay.
Sadiq, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. All right. So this, when you are writing on Wikipedia, we should avoid, conflict of interest. For example, if you are writing about your relative or someone that is closer to you, it is better to recommend people to edit it or write about the topic rather than writing it yourself, because chances are that you would write, you will not be neutral, and there may be like a content that is quite like maybe biased in terms of how you know the person. So plagiarism, of course, is not accepted on Wikipedia, because Wikipedia has copyright also that articles are supposed to follow. So this is another article on I picked from Wikipedia. This is Britannica, and how it is structured doesn't look appropriate in terms of the standard Wikipedia article structure. So if you look at the structure of this article, compared to this. So let's just take a look at this one. Encyclopedia Britannica, although it's celebrated and historically significant encyclopedia, has little relevance in modern society. Instead, most experts agree that the future of encyclopedia genre belongs to Wikipedia and the Wikipedia encyclopedia and the wiki encyclopedias created by regular folks like you and me. Ironically, whilst it was great influence on Jimmy Wales and interpret new generation of amateur encyclopedists who created and continue to create Wikipedia. So this structure tells you that you should not create articles that are easy to, you know, to the beginning of the article suggests that it is not neutral. Whoever is writing this article may be someone who is aligned with Wikipedia or is associated with associated with Wikipedia itself, because Britannica is also an encyclopedia, but Wikipedia is an online, whereas Britannica was kind of like a hard copy book, big encyclopedia that has similar structure, even though the founder of Wikipedia, who is Jimmy Wales, was inspired by Britannica. And there are different sections of this article that makes it more inappropriate and problematic. You don't use overly complex language on Wikipedia, and then you don't inject like personal opinions inside Wikipedia articles, right? You don't also use colloquial language or slangs in Wikipedia articles. So all of them have been spotted and marked, as you can see. And then this is the appropriate way to write or to start an intro page for an article like Britannica on Wikipedia. Since the early 90s, Britannica has faced new challenges from digital information sources. In rapid changing fields such as science, technology, politics, culture, and modern history, Britannica has struggled to stay up to date, a problem first analyzed thematically by its former editor, Walter Yast. Although the Britannica is now available both in multimedia form and over the internet, its preeminence is being challenged by other online encyclopedias such as Wikipedia. So this is very, very appropriate and pretty straightforward and plain. It uses plain language and it is very brief. It is also using citations, as you can see, citation number 1 and 2. Everything that you put on Wikipedia should be backed by a reliable source. So this reference, if we go to the main page of Wikipedia, you see that every mark you see, 1, 2, represents citations from secondary sources. One other important thing that I didn't mention in the beginning is Wikipedia is actually not a primary source of information. If you are looking for up-to-date news like breaking news and all of that, that is not a place to find those information. Wikipedia only relies on primary sources like publications that are available on the internet and also offline, like news portals, all the popular news portals in your various countries, or DW, BBC, and all of that are considered kind of like credible and reliable. So we cite content from them rather than stating our own opinion. You have to attribute the viewpoints to the people who hold them. Avoid stating conclusions except when attributed to a specific source. So let's move verifiability and reliability. Okay, so first thing, if you take an article, you see the most important thing you need to look out for is the title of the article. We have what we call info boxes, the image, introduction, and then the content itself, and then the body section. We'll be exploring all of these. User pages. Each and every one of us, after creating your account, you'd have a user page that people can coordinate with you. They can reach out to you and post content, make suggestions, or point you to information that they want to share with you. So we also use the user box to tell people about ourselves. So let's go to demonstration, practical demonstration. I'll now turn off my screen and then log in. So wikipedia.org. Can everyone see my screen? No? Nice.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Uh,
It's loading right now. Yes, we can see it now.
okay, great. So if you open wikipedia.org, oops, is it my computer screen or Wikipedia homepage? I think I need to pull
It's a
this.
Wikipedia homepage.
Oh, okay, excellent. So I'll just pull my screen to this computer. Now we are going to be experimenting with the English Wikipedia. So currently the English Wikipedia has now over 6 million, almost 7 million articles. These are the other languages. So let's go to English.
Now we can
already-
see your computer
Yeah.
screen, like the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
Now we
No.
only see the big tree on your wallpaper.
Oh, okay. Let me see. All right, I think I have to. Sure. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So if you look here, that is my username, Shahadu Sadiq. Now, what you need to do when you are creating your account is you don't necessarily have to use your real name. Most people on Wikipedia wants to be like anonymous. They don't use their real name. They use pseudonyms. They use their nicknames or whatever they want to use. It is not compulsory that you use your real name. So your name can be anything as long as it is not used by someone else. So this is my username. I spoke about the user talk page. So if you have created your account freshly, you see that your username is in red. It will be red. Mine is blue because I've created my user page. Your user page is not your page or article on Wikipedia. So you click on the red link if you are on your screen. Once you click on the red link, it will ask you to write something about yourself on your user page. You can choose not to, share anything about yourself. You can choose to, just share about who you are and why you are on Wikipedia. Kind of people use it for different purposes. So for me, when I created this, has been a very long time when I edited this page. So you can create your user page, just writing something. I am this person from this location, or anything you want to share about yourself. You can use this page to do that. And then here we have the notification where you get alerts. Folks can contact you when you make an error or something. Somebody can notify you, or any other thing that you subscribe to. You can follow pages or watch other articles that are published by individuals, so that you can get alerts when they make changes to that article. This is also like notices. So this one sends notifications to you, and then when you open, when you click on, where I want us all to focus on most is the sandbox. I don't know if all of you can see your sandbox if you're on your computer right now. The sandbox is kind of like a playground for all new contributors. So Wikipedia has strict policies and guidelines, aside from the administrators who pilot Wikipedia content, especially on the English Wikipedia. There are other kind of like guides that stops people from vandalizing articles because it is publicly accessible and everyone can edit Wikipedia. I always say not every, in quote, stupid person can edit Wikipedia, because if you don't understand the policies and you put content on it, it will be deleted, you'll be banned, your IP will be blocked, and then any kind of change that you make that does not comply with Wikipedia policies and guidelines will be deleted immediately. So there are bots that also scans Wikipedia content to detect like weasel-wares or wrong content that are added to it. There are human administrators, we have bureaucrats, we have auto-controllers, we have piloters, different levels of admins, working to safeguard Wikipedia content. So this is something that we all need to know when we are contributing to Wikipedia. So I'm opening back to the main page. When you open the main page, you go to your sandbox. So if all of you can see your sandbox. So your sandbox is if let's say you are creating a fresh article, and you don't want it to be deleted because you are now like learning. You are now learning about Wikipedia, or you are just experimenting how to edit Wikipedia. You can use your sandbox. So once you click on your sandbox, it will open a page like this. I can delete this. I was using this for another training. You just you can clear everything from here to have a fresh page like this, and you can experiment by creating articles. The home page here, just like if you open a new article, you see the same thing like word processing document, italics, bold, underline, link here allows you to add a link, quotation, bullet list, and number list. And just, this is very easy to do. It allows you to easily edit Wikipedia. But there are two ways to edit Wikipedia. We have the visual editing and source editing. So when I open source editing, it is a little bit difficult because it uses like HTML codes. So source editing is not user-friendly, especially for newbies, but visual editing is very easy to do. So all these that I'm saying are just like a little bit of information that will guide you to understand what Wikipedia is and how it works. So with article creation, it is advisable that you go to your sandbox to start editing or creating content directly from your sandbox. We have, when you go to preferences, I think this is not necessary at the moment. Preferences allows you to set your page to different, like the background color and all of that. We have contributions. So every time you make edits on Wikipedia, Wikipedia is structured in a way that any tiny edit you make is recorded. Even if you come back to delete it or revert it, people can still see the history. So the third edit that was made by the founder of Wikipedia can still be found. It's very easy to find. So if you look at my contribution, these are the things that I've done over the last few days. It tracks everything that you make, whether you added or you deleted, whatever you do, it will show. So here has plus 146, that's bytes that I've added. And if I remove content, it shows minus 59, minus 25, so it will also show you what you have done. I added a link and I'll show you all of that. Here, you can use this page to email people. For example, if you're a user and I want to reach out to you and I don't know your email, I can use this page to email you by typing in information here and then sending it to you. So I'll put the subject. So the Wikipedia has so much that you can do. People use it to communicate. So I put my email, change my subject, and then hit publish or send. Then the person will receive it as an email. And now, let's go to Wikipedia article Cambodia. So demonstrate. So this is the article Cambodia on English Wikipedia. If you look, you will see view history. The view history allows you to see every change that has been made on this Wikipedia article. The very last, from the beginning to the very last edit that was made. So this was last edited just around 9 January 2025. So this is the latest edit. And you can go to the oldest. The oldest, when I click on oldest, I should see the very beginning of the article, who created it. And this article was created in 2021 by this user around 12:45, 2001, sorry, 22nd April 2001. This was just a year after Wikipedia was created. So yeah, this is how Wikipedia is. It allows you, I can still thank the person for starting this page. I'll just click on thank, and then I thank the person for starting that article. And that's the username of the person. They never created their username, so it is in red. But I can see their contributions, whatever they have contributed since they made this edit or they created this article. So that's the view history, how it works. You can see any change that is made to the article, you see it from the beginning to the very last edit. Then edit source. When you click on edit source, so this page is semi-protected so that only auto-confirmed users can edit it. That's why I say when you start creating articles or you are just starting out, you are not allowed to edit certain articles. Like this particular article, it is considered like standard and well-structured, even though it is still subjected to many edits. Why Wikipedia is available for everyone to edit is not because they want to allow people to just write anything they want to write, but the collaborative nature and the up-to-date, the adding of up-to-date information to that article. For example, something just happened in Cambodia last night that needs to be added to Wikipedia. Anybody from anywhere in the world can just jump in and make that addition to that particular article. But if it was a book or an article published by an independent website, it is not possible or easy for you to just come and then fix that change or error or grammar. So that makes Wikipedia very, very reliable. And we also say that when several people are contributing to Wikipedia, they all contribute their knowledge to one content rather than one individual publishing a book, a professor writing a book, which is, standard and credible. All of us use that. But this allows you to have more other professors to contribute to it at a go. So an article, on Cambodia may have several editors, more than 1,000 editors since 2001. So that makes Wikipedia very interesting. The fact that more people can edit, fact check each other, contribute to article, and make it better, keep it up to date. That's basically the goal of Wikipedia. And the next one is the edit source. So edit source, if you are just starting out, you may not understand Wikicode, which looks like HTML, like that. It is very complex to edit if you are using this edit source mode. But when Wikipedia started, this was how it was. It was very difficult to edit Wikipedia at that time. And even until recently when they started using the visual editor. But what you can do is you can actually switch by just clicking on this pencil-like icon, switch from edit source to visual editing. So now when I switch to visual editing as a new contributor, it makes it very easier for me. The text appears nicely and I can actually edit anything I want. So I'm using a grammar checker on this, and it says that this page Indianized Kingdom. So this is how assuming like this was something that I wanted to fix, I could simply edit it and then hit publish. So since this is a standard article, we wouldn't want to, edit it because it's fully semi-protected. But let's look at the beginning of the article, the structure of the article. And I also, as I always mention, do not start creating full articles on your own. Just starting a line like this from the first to this is enough, because Wikipedia is a collaborative platform. Don't bother about creating a full article. Just start it and leave it. Do the writing by adding the reference using a plain encyclopedic language. And then the next day, you will see so many people editing it for you. I've started articles like short sent just by 1 or 2 lines, and in like 1 week or 2, you see so many people coming to improve it, adding even pictures and all of that. So that's the beauty of Wikipedia. Just start it, and someone will edit it, will continue to improve it for you. And so here you can add paragraph. If you want to add a section or paragraph, all of them are here, subheading. So assuming like I want to insert a paragraph here, I just draw. I'm sure most of these things are easily understandable. So you just hit enter like this. Assuming I'm adding a paragraph, then I click on paragraph, maybe heading 1. Then I can type. Just anything. Then I hit enter. So this will allow me to, edit this section. So now you know how to add like a paragraph to new articles. Let's go back. Then if it's subheading, it's the same process. Now italics, you would see that Cambodia is italicized. It is bolden. So I just removed the bold. So this is basically how you bolden text. You can just highlight it. You highlight it like this, and you click on this page, click on bold, and the text is bolded. To italize is the same process. You highlight the text first. So the first thing is to highlight the text and then click on italic. Then it is italic. So boldened and italic. So this is basically how you add bold and italic and even paragraph. So the page is kind of like Microsoft Word or Google Doc. So very easy to edit if you are using the visual editing. So anytime you open an article to edit and you see it in source code, which is not easily understand, just click on this pencil-like icon and then switch it to visual editing, and you see it very easy like this, plain like this. Now I also, assuming I want to add a reference, a link, to make a link. Why do we link articles inside Wikipedia article? Let's say it's just like normal publication. When you publish something and you see another topic that has an article, an independent publication, you can just highlight it and then insert it. So this, for example, Gulf of Thailand is an existing article on its own. So what the person did was just highlight it. So I've taken away the link, which makes it an article inside the Wikipedia article Cambodia. Now to link it or link any text or topic, let's say Coastline has an article that I want to link inside this particular article. I just have to highlight it, go to this ring-like button, and then I click on it. Coastline appears like this. So this is the article, then I insert it. I've linked it like that. Then I hit publish. Always remember to hit publish. But because I'm not editing this page, because I've not made any significant changes to it or useful changes to it, but everything that you do here, just click on publish. Now let's look at, okay, I'll just revert back. Okay, the next thing you would want to do is cite. To cite an article. How do we cite articles? Assuming you just added this whole content at the beginning of the article and you want to cite it, you have to bring your cursor to the last word just after the full stop, and then whilst the cursor is blinking, you just click on cite. To cite an article, you can use external source by copying a link. So assuming this is my source, I'll just search Cambodia on Google. On Google, let's say this website, let's just find one. Yeah, this website is what I want to link in this article. I just have to Google it, Google the topic, find the reference that is credible and trusted. Then I copy it like this, copy. Then I come to this place and let me just take it back. So now I have to be on just the last full stop, and I click on cite. When I click on cite, there are two things you will see. No, three actually. There's automatic citing, and then manual, and there's reuse. Assuming this reference that I want relates to this topic. I think it's a government website, Cambodia government website, that has a lot of information about Cambodia. There's background and everything. So yeah, I can add this reference to this article. Yes, I can add it location. It has location, coordinates, map, area. Yeah, so this has a lot of information about Cambodia. Now I'm just adding it to the beginning of the article, which says Cambodia, officially the Kingdom of Cambodia is a country, Southeast and blah, blah. All of this has information. I assume they have this information are available on this. The population is here, right? Profile, dependence, media, population growth, birth rate, death rate. This is kind of like a credible source. So I copy that. Then, as I mentioned, you should make sure you are at the full stop, the last, where you want to cite. So I'm citing the whole of this section. I'm citing the whole of this section. I'm just adding more reference to it, this one. So I should be here. Then I click on cite. So the automatic I usually prefer to use because you just need to paste the link and then it will automatically generate it. When you click on create, let me just demonstrate that for you. It will automatically structure the citation for you. You see Cambodia, which is linked, the World Fact Book, Central Intelligence Agency, 2nd January 2025, retrieved 10th January 2025. So this is a standard way of doing it. And we didn't need to do anything. We just copied the URL, pasted it, and then create it. Then it will automatically generate it. Now, all I need to do is to click on insert. I've inserted a reference. So you can see that we have just added a reference. And this is what I want all of you to understand. Contributing to Wikipedia comes in different forms. It can just be you going and finding, reliable sources and adding them as references to existing articles. And this is part of this particular training. I want to see that you all are able to add at least one reference to an article, an existing article. You will not be penalized because you are improving on it. But if you try to create it from scratch or write content that doesn't have like the features of an encyclopedic article, or maybe the article, the content is biased and all of that, it will be deleted. By just adding a reference like this, rather improve the article, which means anybody who wants to read more about this, to know about the square kilometer, which is also reflecting on this page, then you just click on publish. So this is the first edit I'm publishing on the article Cambodia. I just added a reference. So I'll click on publish. But that is not enough. You need to describe what you have done. So I would say added a reference. I have added a reference. Also remember to tick this page. This is a minor edit, so that anybody who comes to review your edit history or the article history, they will know what change you made. And then you can also click on watch this page. When I watch this page, that means anybody who edits this page, I will be notified. So then I click on publish. So I just made my first edit since we started this page. Because I am auto-confirmed user, I'm allowed to edit it even though it is semi-protected. Yes. So the first recommendation I would give is, so this is the reference I just added. It is categorized under reference number 16. When you hover around, you see this is what I just did. And then we can actually click on it to see where it leads us to. Yeah, this is it, 16. Then I can, whoever is reading that, this is what makes Wikipedia very interesting. Everything that you say there should be backed by a reference. So now the person can now open it to see what exactly it is. Yeah. So one, we know how to, now we've learned how to add a reference. We have learned how to bold in a text. We've learned how to, italize a word or content on Wikipedia. And now let's go back to edit again. When I click on edit, always remember, as I said, if it's edit source, you switch it to visual editor. So it's still on visual edit and source editing. So what else can we do? You can add, apart from citation, you can add number lists, you can add functions. But the most important things are just these: 1, 2, 3, italic, underline. You can add superscript, code, strike through, underline, and all of that if they are required. And then the heading, subheading, and stuff like that. So this is basically how we we edit existing Wikipedia articles. So I can discard this change. Now, if you look at the article, the structure of the article, we have what we call info box, which is here. This particular content you see here, a snippet information of everything about Cambodia, structured like this, is called an info box. So the info box has the most useful information that you need about an article. So if you don't want to read everything about Cambodia, you can just use the info box to learn, even hear the pronunciation of the country. Oh, no, this is the anthem. Yeah, the anthem of Cambodia. And then everything, capital, official language, script, religion. So this is an info box. We call it info box on Wikipedia. Now, when you are writing an article, even though we are not learning how to write articles from scratch, but anytime you are writing an article on Wikipedia, you should always look at the structure of the content. So here you see what looks like an introduction, and then you see etymology, you will see history, and subheadings are prehistory, and all our subheadings. Then the main heading is geography. In the geography, we have several subheadings. Then politics. Because this is about a country, these are the most relevant informations that are required to write an article. But yes, of course, we are not learning how to create articles from scratch. Any question at this point? And I go to Wikilab's Living Heritage.
Yeah, I just want to mention what Sadiq said. So this is just adding a reference. So I think that also is relevant to kind of what you could do, not necessarily doing a full article, but also adding on a reference to an article.
Exactly, yes. Christos?
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to ask a quick question about the motivation behind people doing this, because I suppose it's not paid or compensated in any way. And it looks like a very, like nice thing to do, just go edit and add information, take time from your own personal life. So why do most people do that? Is it just out of nobility, or is there another reason, another motivation?
Yeah, so why we edit Wikipedia, I don't know if I understand you correctly. Yeah, as I shared my story, I want to, there are times that I go to the internet to find information about my hometown, and I don't see anything. But I still want to see something online about my hometown. And now I see that there's Wikipedia that I can use to document my hometown on the internet. Then I just go there to create it. So people are inspired to contribute to Wikipedia because we believe that Wikipedia is the sum of all human knowledge, where people can come and share their knowledge with the world, where people can come and consume information for free, where people can trust when they are looking for credible source of information. And the basic motivation is to contribute knowledge to humanity. That's why Wikipedia is open, and Wikipedia, they don't run ads on Wikipedia the number of, even though we get billions of views on Wikipedia, but the policies of Wikipedia is such that we are only interested in producing knowledge for humanity rather than paywalls, like creating content for clicks and, advertising content. If you look at Wikipedia, there's no advert on Wikipedia, even though Wikipedia could make a lot of money if they monetize their platform. But the whole concept about Wikipedia is to provide free knowledge to people globally, and also not just some section of people sitting down to write about Wikipedia, but making it more open so that more people can contribute. So that's why I shared in the first slide, there are thousands of, even in Africa alone, we have thousands of editors on Wikipedia. And once you create your account and you start making contributions, you are also considered like an editor. The more you continue to edit, you become like an active editor and you become very important. So Wikipedia itself is built on the foundation of open knowledge and making knowledge more accessible and available to people, irrespective of their location, gender, and background. So that's basically the motivation, if you ask me, just to contribute knowledge to humanity, sharing what I know about places, the world, or things that are relevant in society so that people can learn about it. And we do that not in silos, like we collaborate to improve content. So Wikipedia itself, it is not like a platform that is static. It changes, and Wikipedia, I always say Wikipedia is a work in progress. Just a couple of days ago, we had our inauguration for the president of Ghana. Now, when you go to Wikipedia, English Wikipedia, the very time the president was sworn in, you see that somebody will come there and update it with the new president. Let's check that. You will see that the article Ghana would have been edited by several people at that time because the new president has been sworn in and it needs to be updated. So I say Wikipedia is a work in progress, something. And this is what makes Wikipedia very accurate. So when somebody comes in, they don't see old information about the old president. They see up-to-date information because they open it up for people to edit it, to make it more useful. But not, as I said, in code, not every stupid person can come. If you don't understand the policy and you just jump on to make or vandalize or create wrong things, you will be deleted. Those things will be deleted. And I don't know if this has answered your question.
It does. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah.
Sadiq, I'm just conscious of time. So you're moving now to the Wiki Loves Living Heritage Note, which is like what we want our students to be kind of contributing. So
yeah.
If you, because otherwise I'm afraid some of them already fall asleep.
I'm so sorry. And yeah, so I'll just go back to the page, Wiki Loves Living Heritage. And okay. So if you go to Wiki Loves Living Heritage, the page, you will see introduction, welcome, living heritage around the world. So just go to, you can either choose to edit Cambodia or your country. So I'll use Cambodia as an example.
For this one, I want the students to be focusing on Cambodia.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So you go to elements, UNESCO elements by location. You will find Cambodia. Okay, so this is the inventory for Cambodia. What we want you to do is, you see that there's upload an image. So take any image of or any photo that represents living heritage in Cambodia. It could be somebody dressed in a traditional attire, a settlement or a house, food, dance, or like musical instrument, anything that represents like living heritage. Just take a picture of it and click on upload. It doesn't necessarily have to be related to this inventory or element. Just click on upload on this page, or you can go to the main page on Wikimedia Commons and upload, but just come to this place and click on upload. If you also find living heritage element that relates to, let's say, grammar, of course, you can also click on it and add it to it. So when you click on upload, it takes you to this page. You select the image from your phone or wherever it is. If you are in your computer, let's say this is an example, then I click on upload. This is a different topic that I wanted to share with you, but I will just send you a video of how you can upload to Wikimedia Commons. Then you click on continue. This work was created by me. you have to select this. This is entirely my work created by me. And then you select the line systems. What line system are you given to this work, which is the image? I can choose Creative Commons CC0, Creative Commons Attribution 4.0, Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike. So these are 3 different categories of licenses that you can choose. So I'll just go for CC0, which is more free. Now you give the title for that image. Give a title for that image. X, Y, Z. So we are now learning Wikimedia Commons. Then the description of that image, even though it's optional, but it is important to just describe what image you have taken. If it's a photo of a dress, or maybe a traditional attire, or maybe like a settlement or a house or food, whatever it is, take it and, describe it, just a simple description of that. Now you need to also select the date that you are uploading this picture. So 10, then you add a category. The category is not really necessary, but you can put Cambodia, if the item is from Cambodia, as category. Cambodia, then you select Cambodia, that's adding Cambodia category. You can also add Wikilabs Living Heritage in Cambodia. Okay, they don't have a category for that, but you can keep the main root category. So these are the 2 categories you want to add: Wikilabs Living Heritage and then Cambodia as a country. Network is slow. Okay, Wikilabs Living Heritage. Okay, there's no category like this. But yeah, I think Cambodia as a category alone is enough. But we don't have living heritage competition in Cambodia yet. So once you add a category, you move to skip every other thing. Here, the country is already selected because we are uploading directly to the Cambodia inventory. Then you just click on publish. Basically, this is how you click. You give your consent for sharing this media. Consent for sharing this media file. All persons or communities were photographed without deception. You have to just read these things and then click publish. That's all. This is basically how you contribute images. You can add references to, so let's go back. This is an experiment on adding images to the Wikilabs Living Heritage Cambodia. Now, what other thing you can do is, we've already talked about Wikipedia. So you go to the Wikipedia article. If it doesn't exist here, you can see that here doesn't have Wikipedia, but this one has. If this one doesn't have Wikipedia, you can just copy, still copy that particular element. Then you go to Wikipedia, English Wikipedia, go back to Wikipedia, English, and then paste it to search it on English Wikipedia. So I'm just pasting this one because nobody has created it yet, or maybe it has not been linked. Then you can create it if it exists. If it doesn't exist, you can create it. But to make everything simple for you, just focus on these ones, these existing ones. So go to the grammar article like this and make sure you do at least 3 things. 1, try to italize any content from here based on what you have learned, and publish. Always remember to publish. Add a description, like when you are publishing, it says you should describe what you have done. So if it's just item, like italicizing a word, then you say, I italicized a word. I added a reference. That could be like your description. And then tick, this is a minor edit. And then tick, watch this page. So once you are able to add at least 1 reference, and we've talked about how you can add a reference or bolding a text. So this one, here, what you can do, I see so many things that you can do here. Cambodia national symbol, you can italize this one, basically. So just adding this is a contribution. and then linking Chinese, sort of, we can make here an article link. Let's say I'll have to click on it. So this is what I expect you to do. If you want to link it, you highlight it and then you click on link. Oh, there's no article Chinese. Only link, there are ones that may not already exist, but you can still link them. In that case, it will be a red link. So for example, this one, let's try with this one and see if it doesn't exist. Oh, it exists. So this, I've just linked this one and publish. In publishing, you type the description. I linked article. Then I click on, this is a minor edit. Watch this page. Then I click on publish, but I don't want to do this. So this is basically what you are expected to do. To add italize this, for example, can be italicized, this one in quotes. I can italize that by just clicking on this, then italize it. And then the other one, I italize this one also. So if you do one, if you italize one without publishing, that means you've made, and if you do the two together without publishing at one time article, that means you made two, even though you've done two changes, but you have made just one edit. So I advise that to meet the requirements, this is something that, because we are new to Wikipedia, I advise that you always publish the first one first, like this one that I italize. I have to publish it. Then I now come back again and click on edit, and then come back to the next one and italize it, so that you get like two contributions or two edits to meet the marks for this training. And so italize, bolden, you can also bolden. Yeah, you can bolden young French photographer. So you can bolden this one. You can bolden it like this and just hit publish. So identify things that, or they are even, so also here, 19th century, it could be an existing article on English Wikipedia. Let's see, 19th century. Yes, this is it. So I can simply link it. You know, so there are so many things to do. That's why I say Wikipedia is a work in progress. Even though this article is written, is standard, we still want to add more things by adding, you know, all these things like interlinks inside article, bolding, italize, adding more references, even images. So if you took image that is related to this topic, you can also add it. So first, try to edit Wikipedia and upload at least one image a day that is related to living heritage based on what I've shared with you. And yeah, and you should be good to go. The third project I would like to talk about is the Wikidata item of that particular topic. So this is the Wikidata item. This is Wikidata, this is Wikimedia Commons, this is Wikipedia. So we are contributing to these three projects. So just go through this list. The Cambodia inventory doesn't have so much yet, but this is already enough for you to do a lot of, to make a lot of contribution. Is there any more questions at this point? This link will be shared with you. I think I shared that also in the email. Let me share it back. Any more questions? Any more questions?
I just wanted to clarify something about what you just said. So, so we go to the Cambodia page under Wiki Loves Living Heritage, and then there are all of these sub pages that you showed us. So we pick up any one of the links underneath those sub pages. So whether it's viewing it on wiki documentaries or viewing it on anything else, and we just like find any three things and edit it, right?
Yes, exactly.
So like editing any element under the like the larger subheading. We
yeah,
just edit anything with 3 edits and that's it, right?
yeah. So you go to any of the elements on the Cambodia page. So there, let me see. Right now we have we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8. There are 8 on the page. So pick any of these and add a reference. So to add a reference, you have to actually search. So peacock dance, Google it. Copy peacock dance and search it on Google. Read about it in other external sources. So let me share my screen. Back. So for example, if you pick peacock dance, yeah, so I just search peacock dance on Google, and the first thing I see is the article of that, which we are supposed to edit, right? What you can do is to make these 3 changes that I showed you on that particular article, but to add a reference to that, you find other reliable sources like, let's see, University of Houston Open Educational Resources. So there's a publication on Pressbooks about peacock dance. This is a very reliable reference that you can use. Now open it in a new tab, read more about peacock dance, and try to add a reference to that or add content. For example, in the old article, there may not be the peacock dance was originated by a villager of a Dai nationality almost 1,000 years ago. So this could be something that you want to add to that existing article. Maybe it doesn't exist on the English Wikipedia article for peacock dance. You can add it as a section or just in addition to the article and then add your reference. But if it exists and you actually find it in this publication, that means that you can use it as a reference. So you just copy it. I showed you how to add references using automatic. You just copy the URL and then and paste it. So you copy the URL and then you come and click on edit. You click on cite. So let me just demonstrate that also on this article. I've clicked on edit. Make sure it is on edit, visual editing. Then I have to scroll down here at the bottom of this page. So I'm just demonstrating with the first, I can add a section that I picked from the article that describes when it started. I can just add it here in the section. If I want, I leave it like that and to be on the safer side or just to meet the requirements of this exercise, I can decide to just add a reference. But if you are, because you are not like, you haven't edited on Wikipedia that much and you may not understand the voice of Wikipedia or the kind of content you can put on Wikipedia, I would rather not be, I would rather not force you to like edit articles like that, but just adding a citation to the article is enough. So you add the reference here, cite. You click on cite. This is the symbol for citation, the quotation mark. Always use the automatic, then I paste it here. Then I click on create. So it has, then I click on insert. Then I click on publish. I describe the reference. You can even shorten it. Click on this, and then hit publish. So this is, you have completed the exercise like that. You have just added a reference, and then you can do the other ones like bold, italic, even interlinks. Chinese is here. You can make this one an interlink or an article inside the article. Indian, Asia, you can make Asia a link by clicking on edit. So we are just improving the existing articles. Asia, can make it a link, click on this. You will find Asia as a continent. Then I click on publish, linked. So I linked an article, click on this, publish. So I've completed 2 exercises right now. What else can I do? Peacock. Now I can also bolden the text. So I go back to click on edit. Always remember to click on edit, and above all, remember to log in. Remember to log in. So I click on edit again. Scroll down. I see where I can add, yes, the ethnic group. I can make this one italize. I can italize this one. Then I go to italic. Then I click on publish. I say italize. Oops. Italic. And then I click on publish. That's it. So I've completed 3 things here. If you have the image, I've not showed you how to add images to Wikipedia articles. So just upload it to Wikimedia Commons, and that's all. I don't know if this makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the images, you can either upload them directly from the page, or you just go to commons.wikimedia.org. Go to this page, commons.wikimedia.org. You use the same account you have created. Once you have an account on Wikipedia, you can use it on all the other sister projects that I've mentioned in this session. So you don't need to worry about creating different accounts. So the same account is used everywhere. So go to commons.wikimedia.org and log in. Because I've logged into Wikipedia, I am automatically logged in to Wikimedia Commons. So then you just click on here, upload a file, or here you scroll down, you can see an upload here. So either you use this one or this at the top. You click on upload, select. You can use your mobile phone to take the pictures, and then select your image. You can add more images if you are uploading more than one. Other than that, you just go to continue. This work was created by me. This is entirely created by me because you took the picture, and I select the copyright that I want. You can choose any of these things. They have different meanings. Creative Commons 0 means almost zero. No, there's no release right attached. It is entirely free to be used in any way. This one requires the person to use media and give appropriate credit. This one requires the person to use media and give appropriate credit and distribute that under the same license. So that's the different types. Just read them and pick the one that is appropriate for you. So I can pick the middle one, and I click on next. The title is case sensitive, so just describe it. If you type it and maybe the picture already exists, because Wikimedia Commons has millions of articles, you can put peacock dance, for example, and it will already be there. So you just add 0 to it or something to differentiate the name of the file, because it's case sensitive. And then the description and the date, you add the date by clicking on this calendar. That's just it. Then you click on publish, as simple as that. So once you are able to upload a picture, make 3 edits by adding reference, bolden, interlink, and italize, any of these are considered like edits, then you upload a file and you are good to go. That should be it for the exercise. The last project I wanted to talk about is Wikidata, and I will not spend so much time because of time. Wikidata is the structured data that is also a sister project of Wikipedia. So what I really wanted you to do on Wikidata maybe is when you go back to the Cambodia, there's a Wikidata entry for grammar, right? Just click on it. It's already there. What can you do? Some of you may understand Arabic. Some of you may understand English, French. What you can do is to click on edit and just add the name of that label in your language, and that should be it. So for example, I speak Dagbani. That's my mother tongue. I'll just add a label in the band. I'm teaching Wikidata how to pronounce this grammar in my language. Then I type traditional head wrap in Cambodian. I type it in my native language as description. So by just adding a label in my language, I've made a huge contribution. I can add it in Hausa. I can add it in Swahili. I can add it in Chi. I may be doing very simple thing, but this is a huge contribution that you are making. Just adding the label, even without the description. You are telling Wikidata to understand what grammar is in other languages. Then I click on this and I've published it. I've made Wikidata edit. So can we all add Wikidata like a label based on the list that we have on the inventory? Just one, just add a language. Click on edit, either French or English, if you speak English or Arabic or French. If it doesn't exist in that language, then you just add. I won't talk about adding statements or other things, values and properties on Wikidata. That's quite complex, but if you can add at least the label in a different language, that will be very useful. Or if that particular element doesn't have an image, you can find it on Wikimedia Commons. Look for it on Wikimedia Commons. Let's say grammar has several other images on Wikimedia Commons. I go back to Wikimedia Commons, commons.wikimedia.org, then I type, even though there's an existing image on that, I'll just type grammar. Oops. There's no category for that. Let me see, Media Commons. Oh, there are a lot. So I can add this also. There's already one image. How do I add the image? I open it like this. Take the file name here, man with grammar. Then I come back to the Wikidata item. Look for grammar, click on edit, come to image. Now I can add another image by clicking on this plus sign. Image. No, I'll click on, delete this one, then I click on this one. So I'm adding another image to it. Man with grammar. You can see that it has popped up. I click on it, then I click on publish. So this is another edit that I want you to do. If there's an existing image already, like there was one, and I just added another one. So now you see that there are two images that depicts grammar. Can we do all of, can we add this to that? By just adding another image. So how do you find the image? You have to go to Wikimedia Commons and type the topic, whatever. If it's peacock dance, I'll go to Wikimedia Commons, then I type peacock dance. Peacock dance. Yes, I should see a lot of files that depicts peacock dance, and I just copy. Oops, peacock dance. This one, peacock dance. Just search it like you search on Google, but it should be on Wikimedia Commons. Yes. So these are the images that depicts peacock dance. So I'll click on one of them, peacock dance. Then I copy the file name, peacock dance. I copy it like this. Come back to Wikidata and I search peacock dance. Peacock dance. Yes. And here, you know, I already showed you what you can do, right? You add the labels. So I will still want to add, apart from adding the image, if I want to add the image, I need to click on this, click on the plus, then I search it, peacock dance, it will appear. I select it and I select. So I've added peacock dance image. and it is now two images. So this is a huge contribution I've done just by adding one image. What else can I do? I need to add a label in different languages. So now I can, once the script is the same, you just copy the text like this and replicate it in the languages. If it's French, yeah. And maybe Swahili is the same. Dagbani is the same script. It's only Arabic that is different script that you have to type it in Arabic. What peacock dance means in Arabic. Then I click on publish. If you want, just do one language at a time and publish, come back and add another language and publish. I just want to walk you through the process of editing this Wikipedia and its sister projects like that. Yeah. Thank you so much. And if there are other questions, I would like to take them and then I'll leave it. I understand that you are
Sadiq, I thank you so much. So again, I think the Wikidata part probably a most easiest way for students to be engaged as contributor, because we will be traveling, seeing some art forms, seeing some monument, and meeting some people. So I think probably in terms of the three contributions, probably through kind of this could be the most easiest first approach for the students. You agree with that, Sadiq?
Yeah, I agree. Wikidata is the easiest.
Yeah. So everyone, did you get it? And then any questions for Sadiq or for myself also?
No.
No questions.
Okay. And also, by the way, you have Sadiq's email if because he's on the group. You mind if there were some questions from students that they can email you directly?
Yeah, for sure. I'll also add 3 more slides on these 3 topics. I'll just add a slides presentation for these 3 in case you want to glance through.
Oh,
So
thank you.
feel free to reach out to me anytime about questions related to the challenge. I'm happy to answer.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
Oh.
And can you also just send us the recording of this soon?
Yeah. Once I finish this, I'll just send it out. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you very much, everyone. I know like it's late, and then Sadiq, thank you for giving your time and sharing your passion. And I think Krista's question is, why do people do this? And I think it was an excellent answer. And that's why I want our students to learn about doing this.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
so
you
much.
all. Good night, team. Good night, everyone. And thank you, Sadiq, for your time.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.